Good morning, everyone. I take this opportunity to thank CORE for giving me an invitation to come and do a presentation here. Munga River Limited is a nationally owned company. Before I go further, I'd like to also acknowledge the people of native to here in the Torres Strait and Aboriginals of a great land of this great continent, that we're able to host a conference here, and I'm able to be part of the team, and I also acknowledge and pay homage and tribute to them. Thank you. Munga River Limited is 100% nationally owned. We, being exploration geologists for many years, decided to step out and try and some uncharted waters. And we just want to show you that believe in perfect copper gold, epithermal gold, nickel, cobalt, and PGE and the REE elements. I had from yesterday's the first speakers from Newmont, and how many gold that tingled my ears was copper is graduating into a critical mineral category. And our country, Papua New Guinea, is vast, it's rugged, it's tough to explore. This is a time to have Papua New Guineans to go into the places where there are green fields. If we can turn them into gray areas, somebody can come in and convert them to brown fields. That's my belief. You can see from my presentation there the kind of minerals that are showing to the geos, and to those of you who know well, you know what it is like. Okay, the slide doesn't move. Okay. My visions and objectives is we believe that PNGs can be involved in doing mineral exploration and also participate in and generate prospects that we can be able to present and also come around, do JV and partnership. We do research and target generation, ELA applications, field work and generate and drill targets, and then come in and do road source. Try and see if we can strike a deal or potentially consider options for an IPO. We have our tenements, we've got 3 granted tenements, 1 under application. The other one is owned by another company, but it's coexist or kind of contiguous. That is located in Western Islands, EL 2511 and 1611. I'll be really touching on these 2 licenses, but at least I touch based on the other applications that we have. EL 2566 and EL 2567, ELA 2516, which is located in Rabaul, Eastern Britton Province. We have a total of 225 sub-blocks for a total of 767.25 square kilometers. Going back, ELA 2516, it consists of a past small oxide mine that was cancelled, and then I think that it's got a sulfide resource potential that has not been explored yet. Okay. We've got some, I'm okay. I've struck some active dealings and on EL 2566 ABA, we've got 90 sub-blocks, 306.9 square kilometers. It's got nickel, copper, gold. We've got a binding deal in place with ASX-listed LCL Resources. Mark Haya, who's the exploration manager, will present it and have his say on this. On EL 2516, which is located, ELA application located in Rabat, it goes a long way. I was one of the students in Karavat National High School in doing year 12, and became the platform that propelled me to take up geology, make a decision to take up geology at UPNG. And after working around for many, many years, having an application over the Rabat license area is like going back to do something good for the people of East New Britain, which is something I consider is very pleasing and it's very encouraging and also very satisfying. And not only that, we have secured a major financial commitment from Greater Pacific Gold Corporation, headed by Brent Sulusachuk, who was the former president and CEO of K92 Mine. Assisting with him is Rex Morton, Dr. Chris Muller, and John Lewins, who is the current CEO of K92 Mine. I would like to go and touch base on Mandagan projects because I'm from Western Islands. I live there and that's where I come from. Mandagan is considered as an agricultural province, not a mineral province. But we forgot one thing that, again, is located within the strategic porphyry copper belt, minerals and fertile porphyry copper belt, and also historically going back in 1933, the Lay brothers, when they first explored the inter-islands looking for gold and copper, they discovered the Kuta alluvial deposits. Before even they discovered Pogora, Mount Kari, or any other deposits, that was the first historical deposit. And that's why Kuta Ridge is there. It's got a yellow star there. And then further north to that is the Agan projects, which has been my baby. I've been walking around because I come from there. I live and I walk in the village, and that's what I do. In terms of location and access, you look at the green color there, it's Agan Town and the airport. Mount Agan is the central one-stop point for Pogora, Frida, Yandara, and the major projects to the west. If you have a project in Hagen Town or within the Western Islands province, it is a stone's throw from existing excellent access infrastructure. These are my, sorry. We are located about 30 kilometers to the northeast of the two tenements there. They both contain 30 sub-blocks each. Covering a total of 260 square meters. Both tenements are held by different companies, but have same directors involved in it, and it's contiguous. You can see the mineral targets there. To the northeast, we have a lot of epithermal gold grades there. Some of the best gold grades there. Up to 138 grams, 29 grams, 79 grams, they're all in outcrop gold. And then to the southwest, we have the porphyry targets there. And you can see the highest grade is in the red shekel that is above 1%. That's the geology. It's really, again, for thrust faulting there. And the faults deep at shallow angles to the north. And we have the Bismarck northwest-southeast tracking Bismarck fault zone. And we've located another fault zone in the middle there, Mugbin fault zone, and the Gans Krunga fault zones. They're all striking northwest, southeast. And it's covered by upper Triassic kind of volcanics and lower to upper Jurassic marl sediments that has been thrusted up, deep sea sediments have been thrusted up. And we have some northeast transfer faults that we believe, and then also the mid to upper Miocene to Pliocene intrusions that intrude the overlying country rock. Structural focus. I have looked at all the structures and I walked around it. and try to do some kind of a comparable kind of an analysis. And I think my project is potentially a comparable structural setting or structural focus to some of the major deposits around the world. And so close to where we are is to the west is Feeder River. You have the Feeder River fault northwest, in the east west fault, Linus fault, and then in the middle there you have this kind of undulational kind of setting where you have the intrusions come up and they host the mineralization there. And if you look at the Lepanto system there in the Philippines, you have the Abra fault and the North fault, and then in between you have the splay kind of setting where you have the porphyry deposits targeted along that trend where it's being settled. And if you look at my Hagen project there, I got the fault zone, as you can see sitting there. That's I call it the Pug and the Polpana fault. There are two faults, they run parallel. And to the south is the Bismarck fault. In between is the Pug fault, and then the Gans-Kurunga fault, and further northwest is the Jimmy Cole fault. So if you have the structural focus and the structural setting is a very, very key element into localizing major deposits. And I think I got what it is, but as I said, I don't have any disclaimer. I'm a kind of a dark person coming out onto the scene here. I'm subject to due diligence. Okay, that's the geophysics here. If you really look at my projects to the south, where Tigi is, there's a circular kind of a semi-donut-shaped magnetic anomaly. And my prospects, the discoveries that I'm making on the outer periphery where the MEG high is. The MEG negative, MEG low is not being even covered yet. And Harmony did some drill holes in 2012 to 2009 to 2013. Their drill holes are located 1 to 2 kilometers away from where we drilled, and you can see the drill holes clearly seen on the map there. I tried to show copper, gold, lead zinc. We got for lead zinc, we got some of the grades in excess of like zinc is about 0.6%, 6% zinc. Lead goes up to also above 2%, and moly in the highest grade we have is 0.4% moly, and copper up to 15.7 grams. 15.7% copper in that area. I'm just showing you some of my plots up on the map for you to see. That goes to the same thing again. If you can see the zinc, copper, and then those things are all together in the same area. Going into the prospects, Maragubi prospect is got 5 clusters of prospects clustered together within a 2.5 kilometer radius. And then also we have evidence of advanced acyclic alteration. I got some recorded scans, but then in a higher level there are lots of hematite, specular hematite, and massive chalcopyrite in it. So there's no kind of a high temperature element, so it could fit into a low temperature, but I call it scan, but it's hematite, magnetite, and chalcopyrite. And you can see it's located around there. That's my cross section there, taking up Maragubi prospect, Bug prospect, and then Rang prospect. The top of the IRL is 2,500 meters. The bottom, as far as I can go, is 1,200 meters down at the bottom there. To the cross section is you are looking towards northwest. It's kind of an hypothetical cross section, but I've got the 2 major fault zones there. And if you look at the fault zones all living in one direction, putting that into the mountain, into the hill, into the mountain, you have the hanging wall on the right side. So when you have the structural kind of movements, the hanging wall settles and fractures. Mineralizing fluids, as you and I all know, it comes up and mineralizes the hanging wall. That's our kind of our helipads and trenches there. That's where we are, and the mapping that we've done is some phyllic alteration, some potassic alteration in the middle there, and it's right on the top of the mountain. And some mineralization there from our trenches. The grades are there, 8 meters at 0.8% copper. And 0.01 to gold is low, but we got silver and we got molybdenum in it. That's phyllic alteration, 6 meters at 0.81% copper. It's also right on the top of the mountain. And then as you go down to 1,600 meters, that's another 400, 600 meters going down, you will come into a magnetite kind of scan, epindot, magnetite, hematite, with flooded with the kind of, there's no clear veining, but it's all disseminated chalcopyrite and more pyrite, chalcopyrite than pyrite. It's down right at the bottom down there. So lots of oxidation, lots of some carbonate coming in, and then we got some bonite in there, and also we have, it's all in the volcanics, it's all in the country rock. We have not seen the intrusives down there, but the volcanics, the country rocks, it's been mineralized. And this is kind of a porphyry we just saw down at the same place. But the copper grade is very, very encouraging. I thought I saw bonite or enite. I'm not clear, but I thought bonite. And copper is 1.25%, sticks out down at the bottom. To those of you who are porphyry experts, this is the kind of veining. The location is there. It's at RL 2000, which is about 400 meters drop from the top of the mountain, and then you come down to there, you see this kind of stoke walk veining we are picking up in it. So if you look at maybe a function of height and temperature and cooling and mineralization, maybe something is kicking in there. But to those of you who are porphyry experts, if you look at the quartz vein there, with I call it a B vein because with the center line, with chalcopyrite in it, with the quartz vein, with the center line, is potentially a B vein for the porphyry, experts to really see what it is. Again, that's the fault zone. I just sampled it, and then we carried it hard to break open it, so we had to apply heat to expand the rock before we break it. Had some potassic alteration there, copper and outcrops going further there, you can see it. And some more of those. Time is catching up with me, I have to go a bit faster. Ice sulfidation, those of you want to see on the ridge top, ice sulfidation, advanced acylic chalcocite, chalcopyrite up there. And some more images to show. And that's the kind of scan copper sulfides there, massive chalcopyrite. That's another porphyry with crackled breccia, magmatic fluid coming in and then causing the breccia matrix there. And that's a high-level porphyry on our outcrop. And that's what it is. Some of this epithermal workings there, lots of gold being won by locals in outcrops. Some epithermal veins, for those of you who want to see it. As I said, I'm subject to due diligence. And that's where I've got lots of smoke and lots of spark. The fire and amber, I'm not seeing it, but I need drilling. Thank you.